we are learning about perimeter. So you have a handout that I have sent home with you that is titled How to Solve for Perimeter. Now, there's a little wrap that I want to teach you that I use to help remember the difference between perimeter and area, and it goes like this. And I also posted a video of another teacher that's using this same wrap when she's teaching her third graders about perimeter and area. So it goes like this. Perimeter is the fence that goes all around. Area is the grass that's inside the playground. To get the perimeter, you add all your sides. To get the area, you have to multiply. 1 length times your width. That's all you have to do to get the area. And now you're through. So we're going to use that wrap to help us on perimeter. So you have a definition. Remember what this wrap says. Perimeter is the fence that goes all around. So when we're doing perimeter, we want to pretend that we are standing on the outside of a shape and we are walking around the shape. We're walking around that fence line. So our definition says the measurement blank the blank of an object. We are measuring around. We're walking around our shape. And we're measuring the sides of an object. So the measurement around the sides of an object. That's perimeter. So for example, you have a rectangle. Now we learned when we studied about quadrilaterals that a rectangle has 4 sides. But what you should notice is they've only wrote a number on 2 of these 4 sides. But we have learned to find perimeter, you have to walk around all the sides. Perimeter is the fence that goes all around. So if this long side is 8 and the short side is 2, we're going to use these numbers to fill in the other 2 sides. So what's the long side at the bottom going to be? 8, right? Because we learned that the top and the bottom of a rectangle should match. What's this side going to be? 2, because we learned that the left and the right of a rectangle should match. So we have 8, 2, now we have 8, 2. We've got to walk all the way around. So to find perimeter, to get your perimeter, you add all the sides. So let's walk around our shape and start adding. 8 plus 2 plus 8 plus 2 equals. 8 plus 2 is 10. 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 plus 10 is 20. FT stands for feet. We're going to label that feet because every side is measured in feet, so our answer must be in feet. So perimeter is the fence. You walk all the way around. Sometimes they're going to give you perimeter by using it on grid paper or graph paper, and we'll use some of that in the classroom. Now, every time you walk around a square, that's going to be equal to 1 square foot. It tells you that in your key. So again, we're going to walk around our entire shape, and we're going to be counting our squares. So we've got, I'm going to start on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I've got to turn a corner, keep walking. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And turn a corner and keep walking. 11, 12, 13, 14. Turn the corner, keep walking. 15. Turn the corner, keep walking. 16, 17. Turn the corner, keep walking. 18, 19, 20, 21. Turn the corner, keep walking. 22, 23. Turn the corner, keep walking. 24. If I walk around every side of this shape, I will cross over 24 of those 1 lines. You had to be careful on these corners. That's 2 lines here, so that's why it was 17, 18, 21, 22. So I want you to number as you walk around your fence line. I want you to number them. So it took 24 square feet, so there's my label, SQFT, to walk around this shape. All right, there's two more practice ones down at the bottom. So this is what kind of shape? It's a square, which means every side is the same. So if this one side is 5, what's this side? 5. What's this side? 5. What's this side? 5. So the first thing you need to do is write down all of your sides. Now to get the perimeter, we add all the sides. So let's add them. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. We have 4 5s. 5 plus 5 is 10. 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 10 is 20 feet. So the rectangle and the square both had 20 feet once we added them. Oh, this one's going to be fun. Lots of turns, lots of corners. So we're going to number carefully. We've got to walk around the whole shape. I'm going to start on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn the corner. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Turn the corner. 10, 11, 12, 13. Turn the corner. 14. Turn the corner. 15, 16. Turn the corner. 17. Turn the corner. 18, 19. Turn your corner. 20. Turn your corner. 21. 22, turn your corner. 23, turn your corner. 24, 25, turn your corner. 26. It took me 26 lines to walk around that entire shape. Even going in through these corners here, you still have to count every line you cross. So 26 SQFT, square feet. So this is perimeter. Perimeter is the fence that goes all around. To get the perimeter, we add all our sides. So remember that for perimeter. Now the back of this handout is for you on your own to practice. So if we flip this over, you're going to have some that are on grid where you're going to need to number all your sides. And you're going to have some where you're going to need to write in the sides and add them all together. If there are 4 sides, you should be adding 4 numbers. Remember that. All right. Now find your handout that says how to solve area. So on perimeter we add. Let's go back to our song. Perimeter is the fence that goes all around. Area is the grass that's inside the playground. To get the perimeter, you add all your sides. To get the area, you have to multiply. 1 length times your width. That's all you need to do to get the area. And now you're through. So area is different. The measurement of blank, taken up blank, an object. So area is the measurement of squares taken up inside an object. Okay, because we're filling it in. This is like if you were going to put sod inside your fence. Sod comes in square pieces, doesn't it? If you've ever seen anybody lay sod, it's square pieces of grass. And you come in and you lay those squares and fill inside that entire shape. Or it's like in a house, if you're putting down tile. So tile, if you look in the classroom on your tile floor, they come in squares. So if I'm filling in my room with tiles, I'm filling it in with these square pieces. So it's the grass inside the playground. It's the tile inside of a room or a bathroom. We know bathrooms are going to have those tiles in them. So let's look. We can, again, you're going to see area on shapes like this, or it will be colored in a grid model. We'll get to the grid model in a minute. So on perimeter, remember perimeter, we walked around the shape. Area we don't need to walk around because area we're filling it in. We want to cover the inside. Area is the grass inside the playground. To get the area, you have to multiply. So now we're going to multiply, and all we need is two numbers to multiply. Area is length times width. Write that somewhere on this sheet. Length times width gives you your area. Length is your long side. Width is your short side. So always remember it. So on a rectangle, our length, our longest side is 11. And our shortest side is 5. So we're going to multiply. Length, 11. Width, 5. 11 times 5 is 55 feet. Now remember, we're doing squares. So we're going to put a little floating 2 next to our feet, FT, floating 2. That little 2, we say that as square. 55 feet square, 55 square feet. That's what that 2 means. We use 2 sides, so there's our little 2. Okay? On a grid model, you're actually just going to have to count those square pieces. So remember, on perimeter, we had to walk around and we were counting the lines. On area, we're filling in the shape. So we're going to just count the inside. 2, 3, 4 squares. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 squares. 13, 14, 15, 16 squares to fill in this shape. So my area is 16 square feet. Okay, let's do some more practice on area. Area, length times width. To get the area, you have to multiply. 1 length times your width. Okay, well, what about a square? A square, every side's the same, right? But we've got to have length and width. So we don't really have a long side because they're the same. So we're just going to need to pick one. So we're going to call this our length up here. So this one would also be 6 feet because it's a square. Every side is the same. So our length is 6. Our width has to be the same. And 6 times 6 is 36 feet squared or square feet. And I'm going to put a little floating 2. That stands for square. Length times width. You take 2 numbers for area. On a grid, we're just going to count all the squares it took us to fill in our shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. It took 26 square feet to fill in that shape. So once again, perimeter, you're adding all your sides, walking around the outside. Area, you're filling in the inside, and you're multiplying length times width or counting your squares. On the back, you're going to try some on your own. If it's on a grid, you're counting your squares. If it's on a shape, you need length, the longest side, and width, the shortest side, and you multiply them. Practice your perimeter and area. We'll have more practice on that this week and next. Let me know if you have questions.